evaluating Larissa's speech. I wasn't aware that I was going to be an evaluator this evening, but I saw Eric call me over there, and I noticed that he wasn't too keen on giving this evaluation. After seeing this speech and hearing it, I now know why. That was a tremendous speech. I really had to rack my brains to not only comprehend this speech, but also to find ways to hopefully improve upon your speaking ability. As I forget who mentioned it at this point, but somebody mentioned that the purpose of these evaluations is really to help people grow in their speaking abilities, and I hope to be able to provide that to you after you provide us with such a great speech. One of the things I'll say about your speech in particular was that you had just about every element working together. You had great gestures, you had great vocal projection, you had intonations that were fast, some that were slow and drew us in. You had all sorts of positivity and enthusiasm going for you. You had a great story that was also multi-level. There was objects of talking about your personal journey of speaking, but also your personal journey of self-development and opening yourself up into a broader context of living. Such an interesting way to finish out your competent communicator manual. It was very excellent. Some of the things that I liked beyond what I've already mentioned here was your, what do you call that? Your addressal of the audience. I thought it was very sincere. You were out in front of the podium the whole entire time, and you really worked every single aspect of the room, made great eye contact with everybody at the different tables. And this is a fairly challenging area to talk in, where this room is set up. So that was an excellent thing. You had great sub-stories within your overall stories as well. You had your talk about going to Tony Robbins and walking over those hot coals and had everybody laughing and getting involved in that. I thought that was great. A few of the things that I would have liked to have seen better would be just a few more details about each of your specific stories. I don't think you would need just maybe another word here or there just to really perk up your stories. Talking about the marriage, maybe just a few details about some of the different aspects of a more Russian wedding compared to a traditional wedding that I might have seen, because just that difference made me want to know a little bit more about that. A few more details maybe about how the hot coal singed your feet or something like that, just to draw us in there. That was my really only, maybe one more, a little bit more emphasis on your last closing points would have just really encapsulated us and drawn us in when you're talking about is your journey, and really just getting everybody into that. Just a little bit more forceful, I think would have really just taken your speech to a whole nother level. But as I said already, that was such a great speech. I'm certainly glad that I was here to witness it tonight. I'm sure that everybody else enjoyed it as well, judging by the standing ovation that you got. Very nicely done, and thank you.
Thank you.